Welcome. Today we're going to turn 4 different sets of papers into accordion journaling spots with pockets. And first I'm going to show you the completed version, and then we're going to go through and learn how to fold the folds. There's the double accordion book journal where the story starts. We have the different accordions, and now we're starting with ephemera. One set of digitals will go on one side. That is one set. And the other side will have a different set of journals, but they're both connected to books. So the story gets put together on both sides because they're about books. The fun part of doing this that you will see is that each fold is the same, but by choosing a different paper, it creates a completely different feeling. Some become soft and decorative, like these digitals. Some become practical for journaling. And another set of papers, they feel beautifully vintage, and they're perfect, really perfect for memories, putting memories in. Now, because I'm setting the pages up, I cut the 8.5 by 11 in half. There they are. I'll walk you slowly through how to fold the pieces, but let's start with half size. At first, we'll start with a pocket, and then the accordion journaling spot, and vice versa. So, you see they're double-sided. Let's use these from Sugar Pepper Press. See the two opposite corners? You're folding up and making the bottom flat, trying to decide which side you want to present to have the more visual of. I decided the flowers. And folding the sides in, tucking the one side into the other. Depending upon the way you want it to look, it could be either. Now, this is not a pocket yet. The bottom is open. So we use a little bit of glue to close that spot. Simple. Easy. Don't worry, I'm going to show you again and again. These are the digital sets, and then we'll move on to other papers. Now, let's make the accordion or the Z-fold, or, you could just make it a trifold, the way you'd put a letter into an envelope. But because this is an accordion journal, I'm making the journaling spot accordion. So there it is. Now, let's do the other set. This set is from Ink and Page. Again, double-sided. This time, let's do the journaling spot first. Folding a third and folding the other third backwards, so you have the accordion or Z-fold. And I'm imagining writing on that part that is striped. This time, instead of leaving it straight, I'm making it into a tag. So simple, just take off the corners. And I have this new tool. It's something to play with. And so I'm adding a slotted point to put perhaps something on the top. Now, here is the pocket part. You've got the bottom corner. You've got the opposite corner. Bring it up. I'm deciding that I want the part that is an image, not the striped, to show the most. So bring the left corner to the middle-ish, making sure that your tag is going to fit in, and your right corner to the other side. Now, which do I want tucked in? I think the striped part, because I want to show more of the pretty image paper. Yep, that's the way I'm going. I could have done it the other way, no problem. If for some reason it's too long, just fold it. You'll see that in some of the next iterations. Now, you could use this instead of a pocket as a belly band, but I'm making them all into pockets. Rounding the bottom corners, I have the top already as a tag, and it fits in. Now let's be practical. These are from a notebook about weather, observing weather. One side of a page has lines, the other side is open. So it makes a perfect journaling spot. Just a little bit decorative. If you want to stamp on it or you want to add stickers, that you can do. I could have left my edges jagged, but for this project, I'm not. We already have a picture on the front and a quote. So this is going to become our journaling spot. Folding it in thirds. Now, is this one going to stay in thirds or is it going to become an accordion Z fold? Yep, it's a Z fold. Or not? Yes, it is. Then we're going to make the pocket again. Yep. When you make the pocket, remember to put the part that you want on the outside face down. So I've got opposite corners, lifting them up to make like a V opening, and the bottom flat. Bring the left, measuring to make sure that that fits. Bring the left toward the right and the right toward the left. And are you going to fit in the right to the left? Looks like that's what I'm choosing to do. And you massage the paper. You make it more malleable. Make it fit the way you want it to fit. It's practical and yet still attractive. Closing up the bottom to make it into a pocket and tucking in the journaling spot. Simple, easy. I'm choosing to put some stickers on. I got a whole load of stickers. Yes, apparently the no-buy month is over and we're into the let's buy something month. But these are perfect. I actually made a whole bunch of them out of hymn pages and gave them away on Sunday when I was at church for the people that like to take notes. So this has usefulness, not just for a journal. It's useful. Send a birthday card. I've sent one of these to someone that is struggling with an illness. Yeah. So this one is special. It carries a memory for me. Hymns. We overlook how beautiful the poetry in a hymn is. This hymn is the one that stuck in my grandfather's head when he was traveling across Canada by train. He left his wife and child in Europe, came by himself to Canada in the 1920s. I'm trying to decide which I want to show on the front, so I show the title of the hymn on the front. And folding it exactly as I had the others, and yet because it's music paper, it's a different feeling. It has a different expectation of use, perhaps. And you're going to ask me, where are we going to journal? It's 2 music pages. How are we going to journal? Well, guess what? I have something practical to add to this very vintage experience. I have some lined paper. Oh, I'm going to show you soon. First, I think it was too tall. I didn't like how it fit into the pocket. I wanted it a little shorter. It would feel more cohesive. I have some lined paper that is perfect for this. It was also in a notebook, and I removed all of the pages in the notebook and kept the paper. The pages were on a spiral-bound closure, and so I just took the spiral out. So what is left are papers, see there, with the holes where the spiral went through. So I remove those, I fold it in half, and miraculously, it's exactly the right double-sided a place to write on. So a little bit of glue stick, and it's in there, and I can write. You could write. Someone else could write. Simple and easy. Different papers, meet different needs. Now, I imagine that I could do this Z-fold or accordion fold and make a signature in each fold, and still it's going to fit into the pocket. That's something to try in the future. In the meantime, we do have places to journal. We have a familiar hymn that the poetry of the hymns are extraordinary. And it looks a little bit like a tag. It has the shape of a tag, and it has a pocket to fit in. Now, what else could you add on music paper? I have these gratitude labels. They're from Vintage Raven Vintage. I'll link below to her site. This was a freebie for her 100 ways to use scraps, and they're quotes about gratitude and being blessed. And I thought, what is better than to put a quote that happens to be from Psalms and a little label that says blessed onto this music page. Perfect. So if you have any stickers, put them on. If you have any digital labels, put them on. Yeah, use your imagination. For each choice, using the same way of putting together a piece of ephemera, you have a completely different meaning and feeling. This junk journaling crafting is extraordinary. It has options. It has versatility, using the same folds with 2 pieces of paper, basically 4 sets of 2. You have different feelings: music paper, notebook paper, and digitals. 2 different digitals. You could get a really bold, modern one. I happen to have 2 pastel-y kinds that I like. But it's a perfect way to start the story of this double accordion book journal. We made the structure of it last week, or actually we finished it. And it's all in this playlist that's titled Double Accordion Book Journal. This is the 3rd one that I've made. It's unique. The pages that you see are all eco-dyed from different ways, but there we are. I'm going to add some ephemera next. I'll see you on Friday. I make videos Tuesdays and Fridays. Bye for now. I'm Lori at Positive Thanks Living. Bye for now. Happy crafting.